In today's episode, we're going to talk about the differences between the road glide and the street glide. Now, I know there have been a lot of videos made about this topic, and I've watched quite a few of them, but I have not seen any of them talk about it from the standpoint of a rider. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's talk about these two bikes from the rider's perspective. There is not a lot of difference between the street glide and the road glide. Basically, from your gas tank all the way back, they are the exact same motorcycle, virtually indistinguishable. They both have the gas tank in the same place. You have your connector port for the boom system. Everything's the same. The only thing that is really different is the dash. So let's talk about the road glide. Storage. Now, I can store a charging cable for my cell phone, 5-hour energy drink. Ooh, look at this. I have a stylus. If I have my gloves on and I need to manipulate my phone for some reason. Chapstick. It's a must-have when you're out on the road. I even have a stick of chewing gum. Let's see, and I also have some random trash in here because I'm not a litter bug. Oh wow, look at this. A set of tweezers in case I need to do something with my fingernails while I'm riding, I guess. I don't even know why that's in there. But the bottom line is that I've got a bunch of storage space. On the other side, I've got a bunch of random crap in here, mostly receipts. I got an extra pair of glasses, and you can put anything in there you want. You have a lot of storage options. Also, when I'm gassing up the bike, I can remove the gas cap and I can put it right here because there's a large dashboard there. So there's just a lot of storage space, and when you're riding on the road, this bike is incredible just because of that. Now, let's talk about the street glide. Again, these bikes are exactly the same from the gas tank back. Virtually there is no difference between the two of them. The only difference is what you see here. And it really becomes subjective at some point. But I'm talking about storage first. So here is a storage bin, except it's not a storage bin. It's a symmetrical fake panel. On this side, you do have a storage bin. So let's take a look at that. I think you could fit a couple of credit cards and maybe a stick of chewing gum in there, and that's really about it. There's no storage space. So when you're riding, if you have to carry a couple of extra items, you better hope you have them in your pocket. Otherwise, you're going to have to pull over and store them somewhere else. Or you could get one of those really attractive bags that you hang over the tank that kind of look like fanny packs. But that's a significant difference. And if you're a rider, you're out on the road, that makes a difference. Now, let's talk about gassing up. Again, gas tank is the same. So you remove your gas cap. Where are you going to put the gas cap? There's nowhere to put anything because you have this tiny little dash. Okay. All right, so let's talk about the next thing. And just the distance of all of the material to the rider. Now, on the street glide, again, it's very close. It's in your face. So if you have a vision problem, if you can't see, maybe if you're blind, this is perfect because it's nice and close to you. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the looks of the bike. And this becomes very subjective at this point. Some people prefer the look of the bat nose fairing. Some people prefer the look of the shark nose fairing. So let's talk about the bat nose fairing first. What is a bat? A bat is a flying rat that is blind, that hangs out in caves and other dark places because it doesn't want to be seen. What is a shark? A shark is the #1 predator of the ocean, and it eats up any lesser creature that's floating around, and the only thing that eats in the ocean are the things that the shark allows to live. So the shark, it's a better name, it rides better, it looks better, and most importantly, it has storage space. The Batwing, well, it is what it is. The last thing we're going to talk about is the riding quality. So when you're riding these two bikes, you're going down the road, There are people who say that the Road Glide will handle better because the fairing is attached to the frame of the bike, meaning that the handlebars can turn independently of the fairing, and any wind or turbulence or anything that hits the front of the bike is isolated from the handlebars. On the Street Glide, the fairing is attached to the handlebars, so any wind turbulence or anything that hits that front fairing when you're barreling down the road at 80 or 90 miles an hour is going to get transmitted directly to the handlebars. Now, if this were Mythbusters, I would tell you I haven't seen that as a actual thing. I mean, both bikes actually ride very well, and in my opinion, it's hard to tell the difference just from riding quality when you're on the two bikes. It really gets down to the subjective looks, whichever one you think looks better, and in my standpoint, it gets down to the functionality. The Road Glide has that storage space. When you're on the road, you need space. And that is really what it boils down to. Gas mileage is the same. Everything else is the same. And as you look at these bikes, other than color, they're exactly the same bike. Okay, so that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If I missed something or if you think I'm wrong, well, I'm sure you're going to let me know if I'm wrong. Anyway, that's all I got. This is Keith.